Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Can't Lose with C.L. Harrington. This apparently is going to be our first late night edition. I believe that some of my friends probably thought this wasn't going to happen today. And I love you guys. And I understand why you thought that. Would think that. Part of me thought that as well. Not a big part, though. I say that because past behavior predicts current and future behavior. But as I've talked about, I am working very hard to change that. So just a little bit about today. Then we'll get into it. Today, this morning started out very rough, y'all. I woke up and was in a bad place mentally. As, many of us wake up in the morning sometimes, or some days, or what have you, right? We wake up in a bad place. And it's hard to shake that. We wake up that way, and the day continues that way. But again, this is why I'm trying to do this. This is why I am doing this. Not trying, am. This is why I am doing this, is to help myself, hopefully help you all. Just see life a little differently and, change our routines. Learn new ways to live. Learn new ways to be. Create new routines. And as we create those new routines, be consistent about following them. It just was not in a good place this morning, Yeah. So I thought yesterday was going to be, nice and smooth. Man, I was back on the road. No. Went out and got the Volvo on the road and turned around, came back, parked it. But something clicked in my head, thankfully. The universe, I believe, has just been listening. And flipped a switch for me in my own head. And I came home. I said, all right. Got my stuff out of the car. Put it in the truck. Gonna drive the truck today. Gonna make this happen. I'm over it. I'm tired. Enough is enough. Got to change my mindset. So I did. I changed my mindset yesterday. Got in the truck. Felt good about it. For the first time. Got in there. Drove it. Did it. Went and saw folks. Got, good vibes back from them. And it was good. It was a good day yesterday. But still, I woke up this morning not in a good place because we've been taught to fear the worst. I'm one of those folks, man. I roll down the road in a vehicle and it's craziness. My mind expects the worst and waits for the worst. It's terrible, man. Just terrible. I knew that I needed something this morning. So, I went to YouTube, put in hard times. And what do you know? The universe listened. The universe listened, gave me that video clip that I shared with y'all this morning. And gonna just talk about it a little bit. from my own perspective, take Jason's presentation and just elaborate it on a little bit. But it was what I needed. It inspired me this morning, got me going, and did a couple other things to the car. And so tomorrow, gonna take it to a professional, man. Someone that knows what they're doing. I believe, I believe that it's not a catastrophe, more like an alignment. While they're aligning the front end, they'll take a look, see what's going on, alleviate my fears. Got in the truck today, got out and about, and it was a great day. Man, it was a great day. David called me from the Shine Shop, told me about their adventures. David and Danielle's in Colorado Springs yesterday, searching for new accounts. It was great. It was a productive day. And things just stacked upon each other this afternoon and into the evening. Again, the universe listened, man. It knew what I needed, and thankfully enough, this evening, man, feeling good. Life is great, a lot of things going through my head right now, and trying to slow my head down, take in the thoughts that I believe are going to be good for you and me, and go from there. But I was at one of my accounts as the evening ended, met two folks that, man, possibilities. One is they're both promoters, kind of. One is more of a promoter. The other is in video and media, and they asked about sponsorship for an event that they're planning the first week in December, and I said yes, the Shine Shop would love to be a part of it, and it was good. And then I was going to head home, but I stopped at another account before that, the VFW on Lesser in Fort Collins, and what do you know? Ran into three of my friends that I haven't seen in a while, and one of them, Bob, we were supposed to get together Friday night, didn't happen. Saturday, didn't happen. And I pulled up and I was like, I wonder if nah, there ain't nobody here that I know. So I walked in, and what do you know? It was Bob and Sue and another gentleman from the Legion in LaPorte, and it was great. It was fantastic. So anyway, started out the point, I guess, of that long story. Started out as a terrible day, horrible, right? And the universe quelled my heart, quelled my fears, quelled my stress, and I'm a happy man this evening. So let's talk about this. We're gonna skip the accounts and such, but I want to say again, hey man, I'm looking for sales representatives to help me out. As David and I talked this afternoon, because we have a weekly meeting every Thursday, which for businesses, organizations, it's important. You have to have a weekly meeting. something where you come together and focus your thoughts, talk about the good, talk about the bad, and everything in between. And David and I had that today, and it was very encouraging. And so I say that to say, man, we need help. We need hands. And if you are looking to earn an unlimited income, to work with a company that appreciates you for all that you do and all that you are as a human being, all that you have to offer and your potential, we would love to have you. So please reach out to me. We want you to work with us. We want to work with you. So again, the coast, Old Town Fort Collins on Linden, that's one of our accounts. VFW, off of Riverside and Lesser there, Fort Collins, one of our accounts. Supermarket Liquors, one of our accounts. And oh yeah, you probably saw some of the videos today. That is something that I am going to continue to do. I believe that's a great thing. And shows you that, hey, we're in stores, man. We're in places. We're in bars and restaurants. You can find us. You can have our products. Tristan at High Point. Patrick at Trailhead. Good dudes. Good people. So hard times, man. We all have them, right? And Jason compared them today, in his presentation and that TED Talk that you can find on YouTube. Hard times, right? And compared them to his experiences in Iraq, right? And we all reach the end. The end. We're all facing the end. The end of a business. The end of a marriage. The end of owning a home. And it's a very hard, cold truth that's hard to accept and hard to embrace. A lot of our hopes and dreams and aspirations, desires are coming to an end. And we all go through it many times. And so he was ambushed. They were ambushed in Iraq, and he life ambushes. Man, we all have life ambushes. Again, business ending, marriage ending, you name it. Man, we're rolling down the road in our car, truck, and it stops in the middle of the interstate at a red light, stop sign. And you got 10 cars behind you. You have an interstate of vehicles behind you. It's life ambush, right? Man, your breathing goes through the roof. Your mind starts racing. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Happened to me last Friday. Was heading to the shop to play. I was running behind as it was. I was heading south on I-25. Got off on the Harmony exit. And normally that off-ramp is 2 lanes. Well, they've been doing so much work on the road, it was down to 1 lane. And those Ford trucks, if you have one, you know that those clutch pedals got a little dinky plastic thing that it's pretty terrible. Gives out. And there goes your clutch. And there I was. Great. Hop out of the truck. Push it. I'm pushing. This dude hops out of his car, helps me out, and we got it out of the way of traffic. Crawled under, and so right away, right? The worst, man. No, it was what it normally is. That little plastic clip broke, and I took the rest of it and put it in there, and sure enough, it worked. Amen, hallelujah. So I got there. Life ambushes, man. If you haven't experienced one in a while, man, hallelujah. Glad to hear that. Really am. But if you haven't, man, I ain't putting no mojo on nobody. But you know as well as I know, and everybody knows. So a lot of times we say, man, things are going way too well. Something's going to happen. But, hey, we try to prepare for those, and most times we're not ready, and sometimes we are. So he gave a response to that in the word react. Right? So, which is it's great, it's wonderful, right? And got it up here, right? React to those life ambushes that we're all going to run into. Right? First, we have to recognize our reality, which is hard because we put a lot of energy into that ambush. Fuck, we start ambushing ourselves. And I've been doing it a ton. My buddy tonight, Bob, he told me. Said, you need to listen to yourself. You need to go back and watch what you're putting out. He said you're saying great things. You're putting out good stuff. But you need to go back and listen. And I agreed with him. A lot of these things I get very heady. I'm a very emotional person. But when I do things like this, my mind turns on, and the emotions kind of go away, and the teacher kicks in, and all those things, and I know as a person, man, I probably have shown a lot of friends, family, acquaintances, what have you, that maybe I have it all together, maybe I don't want to hear any advice, maybe I don't want advice, and no, man, I got this. No, it's a facade that I put on. I know it is. I want people to know, believe, think that I have it all together. Man, I don't have it all together. I'm just a person like you. And so I say that to say, I'm glad that Bob said that to me tonight. I appreciate his friendship. I love him. I love you guys. And if you ever feel like you want to say, CL, look, man, let me give you a nickel's worth of free advice. I'll give you $1 for that nickel's worth of free advice. I really will. I'll listen. Recognize our reality, because our reality is never as bad as we think it is. Again, our mind plays tricks on us. This was a big one today. Evaluate our assets. Who's in your corner? Who wants to see you succeed? Who's going to be there for you? Who is going to come to 5-10 miles down the road, help you get going again? Who's going to bring you that gasoline in that can when you ran out of gas? Who's going to tow you home? Who is going to come and listen to you, let you cry on their shoulder, tell you, listen to you tell them, you know, it's the end. My world's crashing around me. Your finances, you know, maybe your finances are low, and none of us like to, man, the M word. None of us want to borrow money, right? That's terrible. Assets, our friends, family, people that love us. And I said it today, man, pride. I have pride, but man, pride will fuck you up. Pride will keep you down. Pride will keep you hungry. Pride will make the situation even worse. And I told David today, I said, fucking pride, man. Fuck that shit. Because it's kept me where I'm at. And enough is enough. So, evaluate your assets. You have more than you think. I have more than I think. And I took that, and then I asked myself, I said, CL, do you believe in yourself or not, man? Reach out to your assets. Overextend yourself. Pay yourself back when you can. Then you need to choose, right? After assessing that situation, choose a direction and communicate it. Hey guys, you know, I know I've not been doing the things that I promised I would do. I've allowed myself to get wrapped up in my own shit. I've allowed life to take my focus and just scramble it all up. But I have chosen a direction. And I'm going to go with it. I need you to support me in it. And you know what? Gives people hope, man. If you're in a business, gives your employees hope. If you're in a situation I don't know, maybe similar to mine, different than mine, but a personal situation, and you tell your family that, gives your family hope that you finally found your way. Gives your friends hope, because your family and your friends, man, as human beings, and you know, we want the best for each other. Choose a direction, communicate that. You will find support. I'm finding it, man. Whoo, man, the universe, thank you. Gave it to me today. And now, this take action. Right, finally, take action, man. I am a procrastinator. And even after finding what I think is the best course of action, I'll talk about it, and not take action. My head. Take action. Put legs to it, put feet to it. This morning, those were 2 words that I needed to hear. And this is one talk that I think I'm going to listen to for quite a few mornings to come. But take action, man. You know, there's great ideas floating around the world everywhere. And many entrepreneurs, many inventors that, man, they take a bunch of steps, but they don't take that final action to make it happen. You know, yeah. I talk about a lot of things. But you do not succeed without action, right? Massive, massive action. And you get out there and take action, and things start happening. People believe in you. People get behind you. People support you. Man, lots of things coming to my head right now. Right? Challenges are opportunities. They are. Challenges are opportunities. Right? I wanted to give you content behind platitudes. I am finding content thanks to you guys. You know, seeing our challenges and how they just put us in a spot where we forget who we are. And we're special. We are special people, man. Every one of us. We're created for a reason. And we have gifts and talents. We need to use them. And rely on those folks around us, because they love us. Yeah. Hard times are not so hard, you know. In the end, we need to get off the X. Military term, I'm not even going to pretend that I understand it. I understand why it's called the X, because, man, that's where you are. That's where the action's happening, or inaction. In a positive or in a negative way. If it's negative, get the fuck off that, right? Because you're going to sink. And I sank. Felt like I was drowning. Thankfully, I'm not. Thankfully, my eternal hopefulness kicked in. And thankfully, the universe heard me crying out. Tears, man. Tears. It was a rough morning. But you know, I got moved off the X. And I'm not sinking anymore. I'm climbing out. I'm climbing out. We all reach the end at some point. Many times in our lives, we do. Hopefully, not often. Hopefully, not numerous times. Hopefully, not again and again and again. But when we do get there, guys, we realize we have family, we have friends, we have loved ones, we have people that care about us. Reach out. And I'm hearing that because I need to reach out. Oh, yeah. So, the first late night edition of Can't Lose with CL. Intense, I don't know, hopeful, I hope, gained something from it. I hope that as well. Consistency, guys. I will be here every day. I will. Can guarantee you that. For my sake and for the sake of the show, Can't Lose with CL, I am working. I'm working very hard in my mind to make it a consistent time. But you can wake up in the morning, and you will always, always, always have one of these to listen to. Man, and I hope my smiling face does something for you. If it doesn't, then, you know, a cover, just listen to it, you know. I love you guys, and I'm thankful for you. Love, forgive, and know that, man, there are people out there that love you and want to support you and want to see the best in you, from you, and for you. I will see you tomorrow, and the best from CL. Love you guys. Bye.